everyone.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and isn't it glorious and sunny again?
Yeah, it's not that warm out though. We're supposed to set temperature records tonight for March 1st, I assume. I mean, it's barely going to get freezing up here, but
Yeah, but it's March.
yeah, it is March. Yeah, happy March. We made it through all 400 days of January and February.
Exactly.
So we're on the way to nicer weather.
Yeah, and we're doing Scotch
Well,
drink.
first of all, let's confirm that Sue is here flying the colors for Pink Shirt Day.
You betcha.
Anti-bullying.
Anti-bullying, and it says, "Don't be a tool, be kind." And Pink Shirt Day. So yeah, and besides, I really like the color.
Yeah, and yeah. So remember, folks, be nice to your construction glue.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
would be
not
wearing
right now though.
I'd be wearing one too. They just don't come in double extra fat. So.
Oh please, good Lord. Yeah. So we're doing Scotch drinks.
Yeah, we've been getting just a ton of mail about shut up from people about, hey, why aren't you doing any Scotch whiskey cocktails? So we're gonna do some Scotch whiskey cocktails.
And that's the reason why I have a very big glass of wine. Because I am not going to be the taste tester on this one, but I'll give it a whirl. All right.
Scotch whiskey has been around for a long time. It was a component in, well, I mean, a lot of people will drink Scotch neat or just with water, but it has been included in its fair share of cocktails, including the Rusty Nail, the Rob Roy, stuff like that. So I found a few that looked kind of interesting that I figured we could try out.
Cool.
On today's thing. So in no particular order. First one, let's do...
Should I close my eyes and point?
No, let's do the modern first. So the modern, this may have been modern when it was invented, but it was invented in the first decade of the 1900s. So over 100 years old, no longer modern. It was probably called modern because at the time, two of the trendier liquors around was Scotch and sloe gin. You remember we did something with sloe gin a few months back. It was invented by Charlie Mahoney of Hoffman House Hotel, New York City, right on Madison Square. So we are going to do this one. They all go in cocktail or coupe glasses or whatever. Like a lot of the drinks back then, they called for tiny little amounts of stuff, hence measuring spoons. So we're going to start out with, and hence the glasses, because I can't read anything.
You want some help?
No, I'm fine.
Can't see. That's a half.
Yeah.
Okay. There
We're going to do half a tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half, if you prefer, of sugar.
Oh, okay.
So what we're going to do is mix up in the cocktail thing a tiny little bit of lemonade.
Lemonade? Really?
Lemonade, yep. And we're going to do, whoops, I did that wrong.
Off to a great start.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It usually is indicative of how the rest of the thing will do.
Gotta put the juice in first.
No, I just half a tablespoon of lemon juice and a teaspoon of sugar.
Teaspoon sugar. Yeah. Okay.
Spoonful of sugar.
You put in a teaspoon of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A lot for one drink.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm gonna give it a whirl.
You mix that up until the sugar is dissolved. So I think just swirling it around would probably do the trick. These all call for a blended Scotch. I am going to use Johnny Walker Black Label.
I'll swirl.
It's kind of a it's a decent Scotch. It's kind of a mid-price point thing. Not like the gold and certainly not like the blue, but nice, smooth, unoffensive Scotch for mixing cocktails.
Unoffensive. Yeah, you. That's what
Well,
you said.
not for you, maybe. But
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna do ounce and a half of Scotch, and we're gonna do the same amount of slow gin.
Oh, you've got gin and Scotch.
Slow gin, remember slow gin?
Not really.
It's a gin liqueur flavored with sloes, which are like little plums.
Oh, I'll show them again because not everybody remembers everything. There you go.
The same amount of that.
Gin. Nice, eh?
We're going to use a dash of orange bitters
Oh boy.
and a dash of absinthe. So when you have it in the little dispenser jars that the bitters usually come in, putting a dash is easy enough. How much is a dash if you got to pour it? According to the interwebs,
Who'd you ask, Chatty or Chatty is ChatGPT?
a dash is a quarter teaspoon.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's an eighth of a teaspoon. I don't know.
It just seems like, what is that, an eighth of a teaspoon or
This is
a
a quarter.
Oh, okay. So you're putting in more absinthe.
Just I already put in orange bitters.
Yeah.
Just a splash of absinthe.
This is the thing that makes you hallucinate?
Yeah.
No.
That was kind of a popular. It was kind of along the lines of the worm in the tequila, and it took on sort of folklore of its own, but it was always based on a myth. It's an Artemisia kind of
Jamaican?
plant that the oil comes from. It's called a wormwood. That type of Artemisia.
Oh.
So they take the extract from that, and they used to think that made you see the green fairy. In other words, hallucinate. Turns out that it was just plain garden variety alcohol poisoning most of the time.
Well, it's not funny, but yeah.
Well, kind of
Crazy.
is.
Yeah. Crazy. All right. So we shake it all up.
Probably the same principle works with mezcal. If you eat the worm, by the time you get to the worm, you're probably well on your way to hallucinating anyway.
Especially if you're wanting to eat the worm. Yeah. That's the craziness. Which glass do you put in?
Well,
I don't know.
I'm going to do this one in one of the coupes.
Oh, very nice. Okay. That was quite pretty. Oh, it's like almost goldy pinkish. What? Not really as pink as my shirt, but
yeah, it's kind of I don't know what you'd call it, kind of a bronzy red.
Yeah, let's just give it this
sort of thing.
little show. Look at this. This is quite a nice.
Now we all know Sue's going to hate this.
I know, but I'm still going to try it just to be nice. You went to all the trouble and all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Since I went to the
just to be clear, last week's drink there was one that was sat in our fridge. When did we throw it out? Yesterday. Yeah. So,
like I said, not all these are hits.
it's not horrible.
Well, this one's a hit.
That's right. So, I mean, that's actually, if I was offered it, I would drink it. Like, that's actually pretty good. It's got that, it takes, what am I trying to say? You can't really taste the Scotch.
You can?
Not really. You can?
That is a delicious drink.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, if you like / tolerate Scotch, one of my friends thinks Scotch tastes like dirt. Apparently, my wife agrees with that sentiment. So, if you're not into dirt,
maybe don't drink it.
maybe don't drink that one. But I think that's just downright delicious myself. But I'm into dirt, so
that was the modern.
That was the no longer appropriately named modern.
Okay. What's the next one?
Next one up is the Bobby Burns.
Who's Bobby Burns?
Bobby Burns refers to Sir Robert Burns, who is the national bard of Scotland, I guess you'd say. He's a poet.
I was going to say, what's the bard?
late January, just after my birthday usually.
Neil, oh hi Jan. Neil loves his Scotch. He loves us then. Trust me. Yeah.
You got to try this, Neil. You'll actually, if you like Scotch and gin, which I think you do, yeah, it's a winner, I think.
We'll make it for you next time we see you.
Anyway, we still celebrate, at least here in Canada, some people do Robert Burns Day, which is 25th, 26th.
26th.
Is it the 26th?
Yeah.
Have you looked that up?
No, I just know because it goes to my dad's birthday and then.
She was MacDougall, right?
MacDougall, I should know these things.
It's around the same age at first. Well,
He does, perfect.
an incarnation of this drink first appears in 1902 in the Bishop and Babcock Company's Fancy Drinks book.
Oh, very nice.
Although there it's called a Baby Burns, and it has slightly different proportions, but the same ingredients. By the time the famous Savoy cocktail book came along in the 1930, it's the one that's used today, and it was called a Bobby Burns.
All righty. Bobby.
Bobby Burns, this is a simple one. We're going to use an ounce of the golden nectar.
Which is that? What kind of Scotch?
This is blended as
again?
opposed to single malt.
Okay.
We're using Johnny Walker.
Apparently he's had a few.
Johnny Walker Black Label.
It is like 5 p.m. Normally we do this at 6, we know, but it's light out. So why not?
Red vermouth, sweet vermouth, Italian vermouth. The Esquimalt vermouth.
Yes.
Our favorite vermouth.
Yes. So a wee bit of vermouth.
Actually, same amount as the Scotch. So this is quite Manhattan-y. What's going to set it apart is the third and last ingredient here.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of old-timey, this is Benedictine liqueur. This was invented in 1863. It's been around forever.
Wow.
Supposedly, it's derived from a medicinal recipe by a bunch of monks.
Sure. Okay.
So there's a lot of things like this that you can see up there that I've bought and will probably end up throwing half of away because you just don't use a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you're not entertaining all the time or drinking like a fish, it just doesn't get used up. Like that Ricard is I'll never use all of this. This is the exception. This I really like just on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Or another way to drink this is with equal parts of brandy, and that's so popular that they have something called B&B, which is pre-mixed Benedictine and brandy.
Boom. There you go.
Benedictine, the taste, like a lot of herbal, well, it's a herbal kind of a spicy liqueur. Think of Jägermeister, a bit sweeter and less medicine-y.
You remember Jägermeister, Jan, right? I think she will remember that. Yeah, okay.
Don't abuse our guests.
Don't be a bully, I know.
Don't be a bully. Don't be a tool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
And that's it for this one.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very simple. A lot of these are quite simple. Being oldish drinks.
Mm-hmm. Really old. 1800s,
1902 for the first. Again, I get the impression that a lot of the point of mixing cocktails back then was to allow you to drink more faster without gagging. I may be putting a bit of not a fine enough edge on that.
So, okay.
But really, I mean, there are some cocktails there which is something plus bitters.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand what they're saying. I understand your comment. Yeah. What's it going to go into? Scoop glass or a regular one?
This one,
Actually, it looks like a wine glass. That's kind of misleading, isn't it?
yeah, it is, because we don't have a coupe glass.
We
Or
don't
a
have,
third coupe glass.
don't we?
No.
Well, that's just criminal. Why don't we?
Isn't it? Because we broke two of them.
Oh, well, I didn't, did I?
No.
Okay, good.
I broke one, the dishwasher broke one.
Yeah, our
Which
dishwasher.
means that I broke two of them.
Yeah, our dishwasher attacks things. It's crazy.
We are going to express the oils from, if you've never tried this, trust me, something does come out of the peel like this. So give it a try. When you're making a garnish like this, the idea is to get as thin a piece of peel with as little rind as you can that will still hold its shape together a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
You fold it in half lengthwise, otherwise it breaks. And you press and twist a little bit. And you have to look very closely, but you can see a little bit of the oils expressing from the peel, and that's what really amps up the lemon.
Oh, cool. I learned something today. That's very good.
And you just drop the peel in.
And that's your little thingy.
And that is a Bobby Burns.
There we go. A Bobby Burns.
A Bobby Burns.
All right, I'll try this one too. All right.
So that's going to be a little bit of an herbal Manhattan, if you're familiar with Manhattan.
Yeah, you'll love it. It just takes me back to younger days. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's actually good if you liked it, right?
If you like Manhattans, you'd like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to be having a good night here.
He is.
2 for 2 of drinks, and she's not going to go anywhere near.
No, not at all.
So just to be clear, when Sue says, "Ooh, that's really nice," or "Ooh, I could drink that," doesn't mean she's going to. It means that if you held a gun to her head and assured her that it was in fact loaded, she may consider.
Whatever. It sits in the fridge. We're good. We know which I like, right? Hello. Okay.
Last one.
Last one. So that was Bobby Burns. The next is?
The last one is the newest drink, coming to us from the time just before the Second World War. This is called the Churchill. A guy named Joe Gilmore invented the Churchill in the Savoy Hotel's famous American Bar in London in 1939. Now, Winston Churchill went to the bar regularly. He was a well-known established customer at the Savoy. But Winston didn't really like cocktails. So they made this cocktail and named it for him. There is nothing to indicate that Churchill ever actually drank one or even liked it. Churchill was a Scotch fan as well as being a gin fan, but not really a cocktail fan. In fact, the thing that I always remember is Churchill's take on how much vermouth to put in a martini. Is you put the gin in the shaker, and they were using French vermouth, right? So you put the gin in the shaker, wave the glass in the general direction of France, put it on ice, shake it. There's your martini, right? So he liked his booze fairly straight. He would start on Scotch around breakfast time.
Oh, good. No, really?
Apparently. So
really? I saw him on the...
I don't know. So it says. And in fact, the Savoy Hotel kept a special bottle of Scotch for Winston behind the bar.
Oh. His
own Scotch. And Mr. Churchill had his own private entry and exit from the bar.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I didn't see that on the Crown. I mean, they had Winston on it. Yeah.
Really? I can't imagine why they would. Yeah, it's so weird.
Strange. Okay.
4 ingredients on this one. It's similar in a way to the other one. but it's brightened up. They call it brightened up by citrus.
Oh.
We are going to go half ounce of sweet vermouth.
Okay. You can deal with that. Just write the ingredients.
Half ounce of lime juice.
Oh, very nice.
Half ounce of Cointreau.
Cointreau.
So between the lime and the Cointreau, you get orange/lime. The lime should balance out the sweetness in the Cointreau, we hope. Cointreau.
Okay.
I should really learn how to pronounce all this shit sometimes.
Oh, yeah. We spell it out in the descriptions when I get around to it.
And of course, keeping with the theme, 1.5 ounces of Scotch.
Which is your...
Whoops, that was...
a blend, right?
That's, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of... I really wanted to make one that was... It was a cocktail using blended Scotch with a float of Islay Scotch on top of it. So Islay is the... Well, it's spelled Islay. Apparently it's pronounced Islay. I don't know. It's the smokiest, the peatiest of all of them, right?
I'll just show them which one we've been using on all of the drinks. There you go.
So, of course, the comment about us getting a lot of mail was pure crap.
Yeah, mail.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, well, you picked the
We're getting a ton of telegrams about what...
By fax.
No, I was talking to my friend Chris, and we were talking about Scotch, and I thought, you know what, it's been a while since we did any Scotch cocktails.
There you go. Shake. And then have the third one. You're waiting with anticipation.
A lot of these are shown, are pictured, at least the source I have, without any kind of garnish at all.
Oh, okay.
It could be the garnish is kind of a new thing.
Yeah, it's pretty enough. Are you going to put one of these in?
Yeah, let's put
one of these.
Dried and smoked. It'll probably change the taste from what it's supposed to taste like, but I don't care. It's
there
delicious.
You go, the Churchill. Let's give this a whirl.
We shall fight them on the beaches.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, that one's good. I know it's shocking. Not so much, but that's actually good.
I still won't drink it.
I still won't drink it, but I have to tell you it's good. So I like it because probably I guess I taste a little bit more of the lime.
Yeah, it like it says, the citrus, the lime, as well as the Cointreau kind of brightens it a bit. So it takes some of that characteristic Scotch flavor away from it.
Yeah, that's great. So you've done the modern?
Yep.
What's that one?
The modern, the Bobby Burns, and the Churchill.
So John will be absorbing all of these later. There is no question. Cool.
You don't, you're not going to help?
No.
You know, if you don't like the taste, you can just swallow, right?
Oh, Jesus. Good Lord. I'm just going to say.
What are you talking about?
Don't be a tool, buddy. All right, whatever. Good Lord. So, anyways, but I don't think we have anything going on this weekend. Nothing exciting, hey? Oh, next weekend, right. We're going to be in Vancouver. Or we'll be back for Saturday, though, so we can...
Yeah, we can do a Saturday.
Yeah, because we'll be over at what is it? Women in Construction.
Well, you will.
I was going to say he won't be enjoying it, but whatever, I will.
Well, I'm not invited. I mean,
no, you're not.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay, so what do you do next week?
We've been getting a ton of mail.
Whatever.
There's something called Fernet Branca.
Oh.
This comes up in a bunch of recipes that I've seen. I don't know what it is, but I thought I'd better find out.
And I think we've to do a very special episode next Saturday for a very special
Oh,
friend of mine.
okay. So
Rosemary.
maybe we'll hold the Fernet Branca.
Yeah.
It is Rosemary's 40th birthday.
Yeah. It's her birthday, so we're not going to tell them how old she is, but we're going to, 40th.
No, I blew it, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
She's
sorry.
big
No, I'm kidding. She's 39, really.
yeah, exactly.
What would Rosemary like to make?
Well, we will find out from
make in
Rosemary.
her honor.
Yeah. We will find out. Not to worry. You have a great weekend too, Jan. But we will find out from Rosemary, and you can come up with it.
Hey, you guys gotta come over, and I'll make you one of these. Actually, this one here is. Mm-hmm.
You betcha. Oh, there's Rosemary. What did you say? You said exactly 40. No, go with 39. You look it. Stick with it. Alrighty.
Okay. So have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine. Don't freeze.
And we'll see you next Saturday.
And we will.
Yeah, on somebody's birthday.
On somebody's birthday.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.